Do you feel trapped in a cycle of consumerism? Do you want to break free from materialism and make better decisions for your future? It is time to take control of your shopping triggers and replace this spending addiction with healthier activities. Money Arata. And to do this successfully, let's talk about becoming more aware of the emotions that drive your shopping experience. Because when you are aware, when you understand how your brain works, how your emotions work, then you can find healthier alternatives and save some money in the long run. It is possible to take control and learn how to break free from this cycle of buying things that you don't need, and you can find more happiness, true happiness in the process. Now please notice that this is not a financial advice. Read the full disclaimer before proceeding. Discover what triggers make your brain think the way it does. And this is how you can start making changes. Have you ever thought about why do you do the things you do? Why do you have the desire to buy certain items or to practice certain activities? It is because your brain operates in a predictable way, and all of that is related to your reward system. Every time a trigger happens, your brain automatically starts looking for a particular reward. For example, if you're feeling uncomfortable with a situation, you might want to compensate by going shopping. The reward you get is when you buy something, you have the satisfaction of knowing that now you have something new, you acquired a product that will make you feel better in a certain way. It is even better when you show your new acquisition to the people around you and you get compliments. They are impressed. Now, let's think about your own life. What are the triggers that initiate this desire to buy a product? Who are you with? What type of thoughts are in your head? How do you feel when you get the reward that you were looking for? What do people around you say that makes you feel happy, maybe makes you feel even better? By understanding how your brain works, you can start to recognize those triggers, and then you can choose your rewards consciously. Because once you understand why do you do certain things, you can start making better decisions and creating a better life for yourself. So the next time you feel this urge to go shopping, ask yourself why. What's going on? What is the trigger? What is the reward that you're looking for? And what will that reward actually make you feel at the end? By understanding the reward system, you can start making conscious decisions and creating a more fulfilling, more meaningful life. Modify your habits to get the same pleasure from shopping without having to be consumerist. The Power of Habit is a book by Charles Duhigg that explains the science behind habits and how they can be changed. I did a summary about that a few years ago, and you can see it in the link arata.se/ebook habits. The main idea is that habits are formed through a three-step process of a trigger, a routine, and a reward. This means that when the trigger is presented, a certain routine is initiated, is performed, and then it is reinforced with a reward. So when this process is repeated, a habit is formed. For example, imagine a person who always goes shopping after work, particularly when they get in trouble with their boss. Okay, the trigger is getting into trouble with the boss. The routine is going shopping. And the reward is just feeling better wearing these new clothes and accessories. Habits can be changed. First of all, you need to identify the trigger, routine, and reward cycle. And then you need to create a plan to change that cycle. And lastly, you need to execute your plan. This involves creating a trigger to initiate the new behavior, a routine to follow when that trigger arises, and then a reward to reinforce the new behavior. This is how you can break old habits and create new ones. So let's put it all into practice with these 3 steps. Step 1, identify the habit. Start by identifying the habit that needs to be changed. Ask yourself, why do you want to change it? And particularly, what do you want it to replace it with? Number 2, create a plan. Create a plan to replace the current habit with a new one. This involves creating a trigger to initiate the new behavior, a routine to follow when the trigger happens, and a new reward to reinforce the new behavior. And step number 3, execute the plan. Put your plan into action. Track your progress, make changes, make adjustments as needed. The best way to do this is by writing down what you did after each time that the trigger happened. Here's an example just to make it even more clear. You can imagine, for example, that you're feeling the need to go shopping. You want to buy some fancy brand clothes when you're feeling insecure. You want some social validation. So, step number 1, identify the habit. In this case, here the habit is the impulse to buy exclusive brand clothes whenever you're feeling in need for attention or compliments. Step number 2 is to create a plan. Okay, so to replace this habit, now you can create a new plan to reward yourself with something new, a non-materialistic activity when you're feeling in need for attention, of compliments. For example, you can create an activity or some routine that makes you feel valued, makes you feel admired. This, for example, could be including going to the gym. Step number 3, execute the plan. Whenever you feel the impulse to go buying exclusive brand clothes or whatever, because you feel that you need some attention, take a few moments, pause, acknowledge that feeling, and then replace that desire to buy clothes with this new predetermined activity, for example, going to the gym. And when you complete the activity, reward yourself with a non-materialistic reward, like a feeling of pride, a connection, appreciation. You can look at yourself in the mirror. Notice how you're gradually improving the shape of your body. You can track your progress. You can make adjustments as needed. Now, you might be wondering what could be a good activity for you to be replacing this compulsive shopping desire. And the answer lies in finding your purpose. The true freedom from consumerism is to find your true passion, your purpose. It is easy to fall into the culture of consumerism, thinking that we need to buy things to feel happy and fulfilled. The reason why many of us have been conditioned to believe that we need to be shopping to be happy is because of the influence of advertisers and their messages. The advertisers know exactly how to reach us and make us feel that we need to buy certain products to be satisfied. They have studies, data, research to explore our intimate desires. So we can start to be wanting to buy and have these new things, the best things. We'll be convinced that we need these things to be happy. They can create a false sense of satisfaction that makes it very hard for us to resist the urge to buy. To free ourselves from the influence of advertising, we need to become more aware of their tactics. Understanding how the advertisers act is crucial for anyone who wants to break free from this shopping addiction. Furthermore, it's very important to get to know yourself and understand what truly satisfies you. And what really satisfies you is not what advertising is telling you to buy. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in a cycle of trying to buy and buy and buy, get your fulfillment through shopping. This is a little bit like when you go into the shopping mall, you enter all the shops, you try on all the clothes, maybe you buy some pieces. You feel good in that particular quick, small moment of the purchase, but soon the feeling fades away, you're back to square number 1. You remain unsatisfied, but now with less money and more stuff to be storing at your home. You think that you want to buy new things, but in reality you're just looking for something that will make you feel good. There are many other activities that you can do to bring you satisfaction that are not shopping. Things like being creative, exploring nature, spending quality time with your friends and family, doing something that you're really passionate about. You need to have a purpose. You need to find your true passions and become good at that. There is an interesting movie called Jiro Dreams of Sushi, and it illustrates this power of dedicating yourself completely to your passion, constantly seeking perfection. It shows how having a clear purpose can not only lead you to professional success, but also to a sense of fulfillment, of satisfaction in whatever it is that you're doing. Find something that you love doing. That's what gives you a satisfying life without having to be shopping all the time to feel alive. Knowing who you really are can really help you to find satisfaction in a way that shopping never will. It's important for you to have time to get to know yourself, to understand what motivates you, and think about the things that make you most satisfied. And this way, you can make choices based on what's truly important to you, instead of just buying things to fill a void. That's why in the training, Truly Wealthy, we do many interactive activities for you to help discovering your purpose. Because at the end, that's what makes all the difference. When you really know what you really want, then you can make decisions that align with your values, what truly matters to you. And this can lead to a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction that goes beyond material possessions. If you want to live a truly satisfying life, it is essential that you take the time to get to know yourself and understand what truly makes you happy. Shopping is often just a temporary solution. So make sure that you focus on activities that bring you true satisfaction. Explore your passions, find purpose in life, make choices that reflect your values. By doing this, you free yourself from the need to constantly buy things. And that will be actually leading you to true freedom. In the Truly Wealthy training, you'll have access to various interactive activities with me to discover your purpose and find true passion in life. And that will allow you to stop being addicted to shopping. You can visit now arata.se/trulywealthy.